We all know that after I win the presidency, it's going to be because of the Freedom Dividend. It's going to be because of a vision of an economy that works for us. And the great thing is that after I'm inaugurated in 2021, the Democrats will be so excited to have beaten Donald Trump, and they will know that putting a dividend into our people's hands will make families and children and communities stronger, healthier, mentally healthier, less stressed out. $1,000 a month, that literally sounds too good to be true. Without taking into account that, again, this is an idea as old as the country. Thomas Paine was for it, Martin Luther King was for it. It passed the U.S. House of Representatives twice in 1971, endorsed by 1,000 economists. Alaska passed it 40 years ago. So it's actually very realistic and achievable. And it's going to be necessary and inevitable given the scale of the economic transformation we're in the midst of. But for the average South Carolinian, they're living paycheck to paycheck. They're making time-money trade-offs where it's like, hey, if I take an extra couple hours, I can save myself $40. And so then if you say $1,000 a month, it seems impossible until they actually see it in their community. And then they realize, wow, if we can do it for one person or 10 people or 20 people, why not everyone? The tough truth is that $1,000 a month will go much further in rural areas and communities of color, because if you're starting from a lower base, $12,000 a year is much more impactful. If you're making $20,000 a year and you get an extra 12, that's enormous. If you're making $100,000 a year, much less of a big deal. And we all know that, unfortunately, in this country, poverty and being black go hand in hand. But the wonderful thing is that the Republicans also like the dividend. The one state that's had a dividend for almost 40 years is Alaska, and that's a deep red conservative state. It was passed by a Republican governor. So in my first 100 days, the goal will be to get the dividend across the finish line, put more buying power into our people's hands, and start giving Americans this unfamiliar feeling of when the government does something that actually improves your life and that you love.